Okay. Hi. It's time to get ready. Ooh. With me. It's my birthday. I know my face looks kind of crazy right now. I just kind of started without you guys. Sorry. Get your makeup. Get your e.l.f. brow lift and let's go. So you guys ask me questions and I'm gonna deliver. So the first question that I'm gonna answer is, how was your question? Whoa, that wasn't English. How was your Christian journey? What am I saying? How has your Christian journey been since you have found Christ? And happy birthday, by the way. Thank you. It's so funny because before I came to Christ, something that I would always tell myself was, or I would say this to God, being unsaved and everything, I would be like, God, I'm not fully becoming a Christian unless you can promise me like happiness all the time. It's so funny. That's like, I swear that's what I used to say. Now that I'm like actually Christian, I look back at myself and I laugh because I'm just like, I know God was rolling his eyes at me. Like, girl, what are you talking about? You think this is all rainbows and honey? No. And so obviously not expecting so much spiritual warfare when you first come to Christ. It's like you're on fire. You're reading 24/7. Everything is just like powerful and revelations and healing and 24/7. Like, you feel that way. But one thing I will say is that, or I always know when to come back, or I always know when to relax and find rest in him. Because every single time, like, say I stray or my faith is like low, I know, and I actually have hope in something. And I can actually find like rest in something. It's not like when I was in the world, like I really had nothing to look for. Like, my life was so meaningless without Jesus. It really was. And now that I'm saved and I have God in my life, I can always count on something. So to know that and to always remember that, it's honestly, it's been amazing. But there are times when I'm just like, I'm very like, it's like an emotional roller coaster. I'm very like, one thing about me, I'm gonna cry. And this journey has been filled with tears. But actually, a verse I came across from a video that I was watching, it's Psalms 126, verse 5, chapter 126. It says, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. He who continually goes forth weeping, bearing seed for sowing, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. And that's a verse that I honestly am gonna live off of. Someone asked me, what are my favorite fashion pieces in my wardrobe that I would recommend, handbags, shoes, etc. My biggest thing about having a steady wardrobe is to get timeless pieces. If you don't have timeless pieces in your closet, what are you doing, sis? Get some plain t-shirts, and it also will save you money. Get some plain t-shirts, get some just like everyday jeans that you can wear. If you go on Pinterest and type in timeless outfits or timeless pieces, wardrobe pieces, it's definitely gonna give you like a good idea as to what to get. Well, that's one thing I learned, because I always used to like kind of stick to trends and be like, oh well, this is it, I'm gonna get it. And then after like a year, I'm donating it because that trend wears out. Trends don't last forever. One thing I learned is just to always get timeless pieces. So I love just a good, like during the winter, just a good cropped or a high neck black knit sweater. During the summer, just a nice plain tee that comes in like multiple different colors, a nice pair of mom jeans or a nice pair of mom shorts, like stuff like that. I love baggy outfits. Like, if you guys saw me on a day-to-day basis, I wear a lot of baggy clothes and like baggy jeans and stuff like that. So I love it, and that never goes out of style. And then when it comes to like handbags and shoes, dad's sneakers never go out of style. Like, I don't know how many times I have to tell people this. Like, sneakers, get dad sneakers, like New Balances. I'm a New Balance fiend. Like, I know you guys see me in my New Balances. I'm always wearing them. And then also like, and then handbags, a good shoulder bag and a tote bag, like canvas tote or a good shoulder bag that's like a statement piece. Because if you're wearing a plain timeless outfit, which can still be like fashionable. If you add like a trendy, not trendy, sorry, a statement bag, like a shoulder bag, and my suggestion to find one like that would be Zara. It literally makes your whole outfit. Today I'm doing like a whole face routine because today's my birthday. So of course, I also put this primer on before I started. It's the e.l.f. Is it focusing? Focus. The e.l.f. Blemish Control face primer. It has like salicylic acid on it in it. So yeah. So the third question is, do you have any tips for making new friends in Christ? How to prevent feeling lonely on your walk? My tip, because I'm struggling myself, join Christian like clubs. If you're in college, join youth groups like Bible studies, stuff like that. But if your church has one for like an 18 up or 21 and up, definitely join it, because that's gonna be like the place you want to be at to meet people and like-minded believers. This question is kind of hard for me to answer just because I'm struggling myself to make Christian friends, and I don't even have a church yet, guys, because I had left my last one. And to prevent feeling lonely on your walk, spend as much time with God as possible. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. Like I really don't know like how else you want me to answer that. When you're not doing that and you already like don't have Christian friends and don't have whatever, you're gonna feel that loneliness times 10. Spending time with God while you're lonely on your walk really makes up for it all, because he's like the ultimate fulfiller. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's the ultimate source of satisfaction, fulfillment, and everything in between, and joy and all this stuff. So that's my biggest thing. Me, I struggle with that. Sometimes I forget like, oh wait, like I can just go to God when I'm feeling lonely. Instead, I'll harp and like be upset that, you know, like I don't have anyone. And meanwhile, God's just sitting there like, girl, I'm right here. What's wrong with you? Something that I plan to start doing while I'm on this like journey with God, definitely being also lonely too at the same time, because I don't have that many people around me. It may feel like I have a lot of people around me just because I get along with so many people and I'm constantly talking to people. But to be real, the people I actually have in my circle like around me is like slim to none. And a goal that I made for myself while I'm on this like kind of lonely walk with God is to actually go out and do things like on my own. Like, there's a really cute coffee shop near my house and I've never been to it. And I'm just like, let me go one day, bring my laptop, get like some editing done there. So stuff like that. So I feel like when you do that, put yourself like out of this box that you're in of just like harping and throwing a pity party because you're lonely. Go to the movies by yourself, like go to the coffee shop by yourself, go to a restaurant by yourself. Obviously be wise and don't do anything dangerous, especially like as a single woman. And even a guy watching this, but that's the stuff that I honestly want to really do, because you have to be comfortable with being on your own and just having God. Because if you're not comfortable and content and satisfied with just that, when you actually meet someone and like say God actually brought someone into your life when you like were obviously least expecting it or whatever, you're gonna look to them to fill that void of loneliness, and that's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. That relationship will go downhill fast, because you can't look to imperfect humans for some sort of satisfaction and happiness and fulfillment. You can only look to God for that. And you also have to find joy in just being by yourself. And once you find it in both of those things, in yourself and God, most of all God, your relationships are going to prosper, okay? God is going to bless those relationships that you're in, okay? Someone asked me a really cute question. This is very sweet. What is your favorite thing about God and why? She actually asked me multiple ones, and I'm gonna do as many as I can, guys, but I really love this question. I feel like I'm talking about my lover, and he is my lover. I think it's honestly his grace. And I know that sounds so corny. It's like, girl, like, of course you're gonna say grace. Like, but no, his grace is my favorite thing about him. The fact that we can mess up so many times, be doubtful and have no faith and backslide, and he will forgive us. And obviously, like, don't push that. Don't push his grace. I'm not me getting sentimental. You're getting me sentimental. Okay. But yeah, that's honestly like my favorite thing about him. The fact that he just, the grace that he shows towards us is honestly so amazing and so deep. My favorite thing about God is his grace. There's like not a time where I didn't realize that the best thing about Christianity is grace and forgiveness and no condemnation. There's conviction, but there's no condemnation. That's my favorite thing about God. So that's the answer to that question. Okay, someone asked me, what is your thought on kingdom spouses? That's a really good question, because I don't know, for whoever watched my last video where I was talking about how like a season of singleness, like, is it really, hold on. Where I was saying like, is a season of singleness really a thing, or did we just like make it up? Like stuff like that, where we kind of like over spiritualize everything sometimes as Christians. So this question is actually really good. What my thoughts on kingdom spouses is, I do believe it's a thing. Are the exact words of kingdom spouse in found in the Bible? No, but the concept is in there in a sense. Basically, like, I guess how I would explain this, it's called kingdom spouse like for a reason, right? It's called kingdom spouse because your spouse is appointed by God up in the kingdom of God, heaven. So that's why we call it a kingdom spouse. Like, we don't just find our spouse any which way in this world just from luck or just like random encounters. Like, no, this is a spiritual encounter. God is gonna bring us together with our future spouse in such a divine way, through a divine appointment that he literally created and orchestrated up in the kingdom of heaven, in the kingdom of God. So that's why I call it a kingdom spouse. I know that there are videos on YouTube where it's like, your kingdom spouse is coming. At this time, your kingdom spouse is coming. Like, he's gonna call you at this time. Like, I see those videos on YouTube all the time. So I could definitely tell that it definitely detracts people from like the whole kingdom spouse thing, because it just gets really annoying. Like, people definitely dragged it out. Like, we as Christians definitely dragged that out. Just like the season of singleness thing. So I can understand why if someone were to see that, they would be like, okay, well, is it even like a thing? Before I finish like the rest of my makeup, because now what I'm really just gonna do is put my lashes on, do like my baby hairs and all that fun stuff, but I'll answer a few more questions. Someone asked me, do I feel pressure to get married now that I'm 23? And honestly, not really, because I don't really have many friends that are married. I feel like if you're a Christian and then like you're my age, or you're kind of getting to that age of like where people are like getting engaged and stuff like that, I can see like you feeling pressure to get married. I honestly don't, because I'm just not in that position where I'm not in a position where there are a lot of people around me that are married, getting engaged and stuff like that. So I really feel no pressure whatsoever. I don't feel pressure from my family. I really don't. Maybe like to be in a relationship and not like get married. Do I have a desire for marriage? Yes. Do I want a man? Yes. Do I want to be a wife? Yes. Do I want to be a girlfriend? Yes. Do I want to be a passenger princess? Yes. In due time, it will happen. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I can definitely feel for those who do feel pressure to get married because of maybe cultural things like practices, traditions, the people that they're surrounded by, social media. I'm not on social media, so I just really don't feel pressure. So yeah, that's my answer. Sorry if you thought it was going to be more than that. Someone asked me, what are some good boundaries to have in a Christian relationship? I'm obviously single, so I'll do the best I can answering this. And I think you mean like in like a boy-girl relationship. I would say, because I see a lot of Christians go on vacations and I'm just like, whoa, like not married. For me, I guess it's like a personal thing. Everyone has their personal convictions. I personally don't think could do a vacation where like we're sleeping in the same bed and like nothing, and then, or like we're sleeping in separate beds. Like, what's the point? I would just rather wait till we're married so we can do whatever we want. I would maybe like talk about it with your man, or if you're a girl if you're a boy watching this, you're a woman. Don't say it like that though. I feel like that's weird. And be like, should we go on a vacation? Like, will it spark or kind of like feed into our flesh a little bit too much? Because like a vacation's romantic, so you kind of want to do romantic things, you feel me? Being in the same room, laying in the same bed, just boundaries. Being out at a certain time at night, boundaries. How you guys kiss, kissing on the lips, is that too much? Like, there are some people out here that just really struggle with a past of sexual lust and just like temptation and stuff like that, and people really fall easily to it. No one's better than the other. It's very hard for a lot of us, okay? How do you represent God in your everyday life? Tips on spreading the gospel, talking about God. If this is, the reason why I wanted to answer this question is because I think maybe, I want to say the past month, me being a witness kind of just like went down the drain. Like, to me, I feel like I was not being like the best witness I can be. Never be ashamed of the gospel, and always set an example, and make sure that light, that part of Jesus is always shining within you and your actions and in your fruits. People will see that. That makes you a witness, okay? Never shaming away from the gospel, because if you shame away from that, God literally says he will deny you in front of our Father. So that's something that really convicted me this past like month, especially at work. I feel like at work is really where I could be a witness, and I just haven't been. And sometimes it's hard. And like, comment down below if anyone else has been struggling being a witness. But that, being a witness, and a good witness at that, is really representing God in your everyday life. Like, just having that light within you. So that is representing God in your everyday life, and just not being a part of the world. Purposely setting yourself apart from worldly things. People will see that. Trust me when I say, people will be like, one, people are gonna see that and see it in a bad way and be like, who does she think she is? She thinks she's better than me. She thinks she's better than me. Or someone's gonna be like, well, whoa, she doesn't do that. She's not addicted to that like us. Who does she worship? Okay. I had to switch locations because where I was at, my camera was getting like way too hot. So I'm just gonna like finish the video here. So, well, not finish it because I'm not done. I still have to show you guys like my outfit and everything. So I'm just gonna like hurry up with this video now, because that honestly just blew mine. I said, oh, too hot, bye. Okay, while I was literally in the middle of talking. I'm gonna come back to you guys with just like my hair done and everything, just because I'm kind of in a rush, and where I wanted to record in the bathroom obviously is not working, so I had to finish out here. So later I'll put on my outfit and everything. Sorry guys for like the mess up, but I'll be back, don't worry. I'm gonna show you guys my outfit, my hair is really just gonna be down, but I'll finish this video off right. Okay, bye guys. So I just wanted to quickly show what I'm wearing right now, my whole birthday look. So this dress is from Meshki. It just wraps around my neck and then it's open on the back. And I can't really turn around and show you guys. And then this is the rest of the dress. And then my shoes. My shoes are just these white mule heels I got from, I don't remember where I got, oh, Boohoo. So yes, this is my whole look.